Yeah, good morning, guys. So, this is your last video on GST. The syllabus is completed. This video is only on amendments applicable for IPC GST, applicable from November 2020. So, it is applicable from November 2020, May 21, and so on. Very important. Notes I have written already so that you can save your time. We'll read one by one. I'll give you time to note down one by one. 11 to 12 amendments. Definitely 3 to 4 will be asked in exam for 8 marks. This lecture will give you 6 to 8 marks definitely in the exam. Amendment से हमेशा क्वेश्चन आता, so please be careful in the examination. Be careful. Let's start. Amendments in IPCC GST applicable from November 2020. First amendment came that listen now. पहले सुन लो, then we'll read. I want to open a liquor shop. I'm selling liquor. No GST because the sentence we know already that GST is a tax on supply of goods or services or both other than liquor or alcohol for human consumption. That's fine. But to open the liquor shop, I have to get a license. I paid the amount to state government to get the license. Now the question is, I have to pay the amount. That's called license fee. That's okay. Should I pay the amount? Yes, you have to pay the amount. That's called license fee. Should I pay with GST or without GST was the issue. Should I pay the license amount to get the approval license to open the alcohol or liquor shop? Should I pay with GST or without GST? Government clarified you should pay without GST. When you're paying for the license amount to get the license of the liquor or alcohol, you should pay the amount without GST. It's neither called supply of goods, it's called neither called supply of service. You can say it's a negative list concept now. Negative list, section 7 subsection 2 mein negative list concept. Let us read. Services by way of grant of alcohol liquor license against consideration. I have to pay the amount, license fee by state government. Who will give the approval? State government will give the approval. It is not a supply of good, it is not a supply of service, it is not a supply, no GST under section 7 subsection 2. So it means when I make the payment for the license to the state government, I will only pay the license amount, I will not pay GST on that. Clarified. But except for this approval, if I am going for any other approvals to state government or any government, on that GST will apply. But if I am going for license, alcohol or liquor license approvals, no GST. Any other approval, GST will apply. That too on RCM basis. बोलते who will pay the tax? Recipient. अब यहाँ देखो, सप्लाई सर्विस प्रोवाइडर कौन है? स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है यहाँ. रिसिपिएंट कौन है? द लीकर शॉप फेलो. So when the liquor shop fellow is paying for the license amount to state government, he will only pay the license amount, no GST on that. However, service provider कौन है? Government. Recipient कौन है? Public. Here, when government is providing services to public in the form of privileges, licenses, other licenses, बोलते other than your alcohol and liquor, on that it is taxable, but under RCM recipient will pay the tax. This is not that important, it's just a clarification. This is the amendment. So last time I repeat, when I want to open a liquor shop, I will have to have a liquor license. For that I have to make the payment to government. I will make the payment without GST. Only payment I will make without GST. But if you are going for any other approvals apart from liquor license, any other approvals, then I have to make the payment with GST. That to RCM will apply. Copy this. Important here. Please jaldi copy karo. 11 amendments we have. This is the first one out of the. Chalo jaldi copy karo. Every amendment ke liye I'll give you 2 minutes to copy. Chalo jaldi. ये याद करने की जरूरत नहीं, ये याद रखो, इफ यू आर paying amount to state government to obtain the liquor license on that GST will not apply. सिंपल, उतना याद रख लो तो बस एग्जाम के लिए लीकर लाइसेंस के लिए GST विल नॉट अप्लाई. ठीक है, डन. ठीक है. Now clarification has come on display of name boards. Display of name boards. अब सुनो, what was the issue before the central government? I, Raunak, made a donation of 10 lakhs to charitable trust, a school who is a charitable trust. They are giving free education to the students there. I gave 10 lakhs donation and I requested them to have a name board in the school in my name stating some, all the very best students, be safe, be careful, Ronak Agarwal. That name board I told them to have in the school, all the best students for your career, be safe, be vigilant, study properly, see Ronak Agarwal. That name board I have. Now the point is, by making a donation of 10 lakhs, I did voluntarily, no one forced me. I wanted to help the student because students should get the best education, which school is providing free of cost. Government clarified, I made the donation. What the school did in return, they made a board in my name along with some poster and C. Ronak Agarwal. That transaction में भी GST नहीं लगता. Government says do not involve, this is called a philanthropic work. Government clarified, you made a gift to the charitable trust. Payment has the character of the donation and it is philanthropic purpose. If these three conditions are satisfied, Raunak make donations of 10 lakhs in the school. School may you have a board fixed on the wall stating all the best board by Raunak, all the best literature by C. Ronak Agarwal. It is an expression of gratitude and public recognition. When they have kept the board in my name, they are expressing their thankfulness to me by keeping the board. That's called expression of gratitude and public recognition of the donor. Donor bolto Ronak because I donated. So government clarified, when the school is keeping a board in your name, on his name, even though your name is getting famous, no GST on that, because your intention was to help the students at the end of the day. Three conditions must be satisfied. It should be a gift or donation, payment should be the character of gift or donation, and it is philanthropic purpose. Then no GST on such consideration. Bracket low, it can be said that there is no supply of service for consideration because you gave that in the form of donations, and that money will be utilized by the school for providing quality education, proper books, notebooks to the students, to keep real purpose out of GST, because you want to help at the end of the day. No GST on the transaction. Two amendments. Okay, number one, if you want liquor license to and you have to pay the amount to state government, you should only pay the amount, you have to pay the amount of license fee without GST. Number two, when you're donating to some charitable trust and they're doing some benefit back to you by giving a board in that school, on that also no GST. Clear? These three conditions must be satisfied. Satisfy all three conditions, then this concept will apply. चलो कॉपी करो. सेकंड amendment, Amendment includes clarification also, sir. Not only amendments means amendments, it also includes certain clarification. Both if you have a doubt, they are clarifying that. Copy karo, chalo. Please copy. Exactly 3 minutes you have to copy this. Last 1 minute, please copy. ठीक है. This was second amendment. First when you pay license fee to get the liquor license, on that no GST. Number 2, when you give donations to school or organizations and they do some favor of keeping a board, and if these 3 conditions are satisfied, then also no GST on the transaction. ठीक है. Next, number 3, we covered 18 services under RCM. If you remember, we covered 18 services under RCM. 2 more are added. This will become 19. 3 more added. This will become 20. Please understand this. Simple way में समझाता मैं, सुन लो, then you can copy. 19. I am Meru Caps fellow. I provide 25 caps daily to Infosys. Why does Infosys wants? They are asking me to go to these areas, pick up their employees, drop to office, then evening from office drop to their house. I am the service provider Meru Caps. I am sending my caps to Infosys. Recipient. Which services I am providing? Motor vehicle services. RCM will apply. Although I will not pay the tax, I am the supplier, recipient will be the tax, Infosys. And body corporate, and the it should be in taxable territory. Body corporate बोल तो companies, it can be Indian company as well as foreign company. That is 19th. Next, 19th. If I am providing motor vehicle services, motor vehicles to Infosys, and Infosys using for house to home, home to office for the employees, I will give the bill to Infosys at the end of the month. I am the supplier, he is the recipient. He is supposed to pay tax under RCM. New service added. 19. Number 20. Lending of securities under lending scheme of SEBI. This you will understand in final law. Lender is lending securities to borrower. RCM will apply. Borrower will pay the tax. Borrower the recipient. Here the recipient is body corporate Infosys. Okay, एक note point भी लिखा दे तो मैं यहाँ पे I'll give you one note also here. I'll ask you to copy some note point here. पहले ये दो copy करो. First is service 19, service 20 because there we covered 18 services. Nature of service, service provider कौन है, recipient कौन है, location of taxable territory, who will pay the tax to government. Beautifully way में I gave. चुपचाप copy करो. One is motor vehicle services, one is lending services. Start copying please. 5 minutes you have. Please copy. ठीक है. Fine, write one note point. If you are writing note point on 19th only somewhere here, if The service recipient is other than body corporate. Here. हाँ 19th के लिए लिख रहे. If the service recipient is other than body corporate, RCM will not apply because it clearly says it should be body corporate. If the service recipient is other than body corporate, RCM will not apply. 19 हो गया 20 हो गया. ठीक है. वो इसमें वो मीरो कैप्स का एग्जांपल लिख लो. एग्जाम्पल मीरो कैप्स प्रोवाइडिंग देयर कैप्स टू इन्फोसिस फॉर द एम्प्लॉइज. मीरो कैप्स इज सप्लायर, Infosys is recipient, he is a body corporate, it's a company. When Mirocaps gives the bill to Infosys, Infosys has to pay the tax to government. Under RCM, recipient will pay, Infosys will pay. This is lending concept. 21 note. This also they have added. This we already have. When it's author giving the book to publisher, publisher will pay royalty. When author is giving the books, RCM will apply. Publisher will pay. We have in one of the services, but they have also added the word copyright of the book also now. Nothing great amendment. खाली वो दो important है which are newly added. इसमें only word of transfer of use of copyright is added. That's okay. Copy कर लेना ही. अब सुनो. I'll give you time to copy both. Amendment in composition scheme happened. Who cannot avail the scheme? Manufacturer of ice cream, edible oils, pan masala, tobacco. Did we cover this already? Who cannot claim? वापिस बोलो. Manufacturer of ice cream, edible oils, pan masala, tobacco. They cannot claim. In composition scheme under section 10, they have added one more. If you are a manufacturer of aerated water, then also you can't claim the scheme. This was newly added. These three so you will have in our notes also. You can check your section 10 notes. You will find these three. This also newly added. It means he can ask, can manufacturer of aerated water claim in composition scheme? Answer is no. They also cannot claim the composition scheme. So these four people, this is newly added. Aerated water cannot avail composition scheme. चलो copy this now. Note भी copy करना. Fourth, this completes 4 amendments. We have 12 or 11 amendments like this. Fourth is complete. Copy करो. ठीक है, लिख लिए. This is a new amendment. Manufacturer of pan masala, tobacco, ice cream, before also they cannot claim, now also they cannot, but now they have also added, now manufacturer of aerated water fellows cannot claim the composition scheme. Sure. This is important. Clarification of Residential Welfare Associations, RWA. Please concept को समझ लो. Then you can copy this, because I will not cover much, because I have given the chart in the best way manner possible. सुन लो. I am staying in an apartment. Apartment has an association, secretary, president, vice president, जो भी association. Legend Association, Legend Apartments Legend Association. That apartment association is providing me services as a member, because my I stay in the apartment. They are giving me security services, lift services, maintenance services, proper gardening hota, parking services, all that. RWA, Residential Welfare Association, like Legend Association, is giving to me, because I'm the member of the association, because I stay in that particular apartments. Now that's the reason I'm using lift, I'm using water, I'm using security. I have to pay monthly charges to the apartments. Monthly maintenance charge bolte, monthly charge bolte. Now the question arises, I should pay monthly charges. Should I pay with GST or without GST? Should I pay the amount to the association with GST or without GST? Government clarified. How much are you paying? Government is asking me. I am telling, I am paying less than 7,500 per month. Per member बोलते per flat. One flat is one member. One flat is one member. If I am paying less than 7,500 per month per member, I need not pay GST. I will only pay the monthly charges. If I am paying more than 7,500 per month per member, then we will check what is the turnover of Legend Siddhi Association. What is the turnover of the association? If it is less than or equal to 20 lakhs, still I will not pay GST. I will only pay the monthly charges. If it is more than 20 lakhs, I will pay the amount with GST, and the association has to go for GST registration also. दिमाग में ऐसा बिठा हुआ. I am paying 6,000 as monthly charges to my apartments. I will not pay GST on that. I am paying 10,000 as monthly charges to apartments. Here, we'll check the turnover of the apartments. If it is less than 20 lakhs, I will only pay 10,000. If the turnover is more than 20 lakhs, I will pay 10,000 plus GST. I will pay 10,000 plus GST. That is the logic. And one flat is one member. If I have two flats, I will pay monthly charges not for one flat, I will pay for two flats. So that will be taken as per month per member. Member per flat. And if the turnover exceeds 20 lakhs of the association, I have to pay GST also, and they have to go for registration also. And they can also claim input tax credit. What can they buy for the apartment? The association can buy big water tankers, can buy hardwares, fittings, generator, pumps, furnitures, club, snookers and all nonsense. On all that, input tax credit is allowed for the association. Last time I repeat, I stay in apartments. I am paying monthly charges to the apartments. Should I pay the monthly charges with GST or without GST? If I pay less than 7,500 per month per member, I will pay without GST. If I am paying more than 7,500 per month per member, then we will check the turnover of the association. Up to 20 lakhs, then also I will pay without GST. More than 20 lakhs, I will pay the monthly charges plus GST to them. And that if I pay with GST, they should be compulsory registered under GST law. Who should be registered? The association should be registered. Important है सर, आपको MCQ में पूछ सकता, but I have given in easy language. Copy करो, चलो. RWA, Residential Welfare Association. Please start copying. प्लीज सर अच्छे से कॉपी करो, आई एम वेटिंग. कॉपी करो सर, चलो. ठीक है, डन. दिस वॉज अमेंडमेंट नंबर 5. ओके, चलो. नाउ लिसन, these two are very simple, nothing great. This is 7th one is only for information. 6th one we covered in the last video, or the last video of GST returns. Concept of annual return. Annual bolto you have under section 54 you have to file annual return also once in a year on or before 31st December of succeeding financial year. Now the relief was provided if you are a small fellow and your turnover is less than 2 crores. Small fellow, turnover less than 2 crores. For you it is optional whether to file or not. If turnover more than 2 crores, compulsory you have to file. Turnover less than 2 crores, optional. You want to file, you file. You don't want to file, you don't file. That is for only these 2 years. 17, 18, 18, 19, and it is optional if your aggregate turnover is less than 2 crores. Final and annual return also you have to file annually once. We covered a chart format 37, 38, 39, 44. 44 may we have this concept annual return. You can check your notes. For 17, 18, 18, 19, if you are a small SSE, your turnover is up to 2 crores, it's optional for you to file the return. You want to file, you file. You don't want to return, you don't file. But if the turnover is more than 2 crores, it's compulsory for you to file. Due date 31st December of succeeding financial year. Pehle, it was annual compulsory for all. Everyone has to file. Now they said small fellows will not trouble them. We will give them option. They want to file, they file. They don't want to file, they don't file. But who are called small people? Whose turnover or aggregate turnover is up to less than 2 crores. Seventh one is not just information. You just make a note of it. Nothing for your examination he will ask. That's only for your knowledge. Clarification. Final में समझ में आता है ये सब. Who is commissioner? What is GST 3B and all. Sixth one can be asked. Seventh one only for information. Start copying, please. 80 aggregate turnover. 80 aggregate turnover. Please check. Last 1 minute. जल्दी करो sir, please. ठीक है. This is complete 6 and 7. Now listen, 8 and 9 let me complete and I'll continue. Now it said, whenever you go to watch a movie, it is compulsory for them to give you electronic ticket. They cannot write something on their hand, first show, name of the movie, time, amount, 9. Electronic ticket only shall be given, and the ticket will not have your name. They said okay, we have no problem. Ticket will be called as tax invoice only. So if you want to go on a movie with someone on a date, You'll go to the box office counter, you'll pay some 150 rupees per ticket or 300 rupees for 2 tickets, you'll pay 300, he'll give you the ticket. The ticket should be electronically coming from a machine and giving to you. The ticket will not have your name, agreed. Ticket will have the details of the show, timing, amount and all. The ticket will be treated as tax invoice. Clarified. This is that. Number 9 says, whenever I apply for registration, I should give my bank account details. Then only registration certificate will be granted by the government. Amendment has come. Even if you don't have bank details, you can apply. So ऐसा था. Before amendment it was, you should have a bank account, give that bank information details to the government. Government will give you registration certificate. If you don't give bank details, they will not give you the certificate. Amendment says now, even if you don't have bank account or don't have bank account, you can still apply for registration. They will give the registration to you. But within 45 days of getting the registration, you should open a bank account and give the bank account details to government. पहले क्या था? Open bank account. When you apply for registration, you should give the bank account details. Amendment now says, even if you don't have bank account, apply for registration, get the registration, within 45 days, open a bank account and give that bank details information to government. If you give within 45 days, very good. If you don't give within 45 days, registration what is given to you will be taken back and cancelled. MCQ में पूछ सकता है ये. MCQ में पूछ सकता है ये. If still not given after 45 days, GST registration will be cancelled under section 29. So I have an option. I can give my bank account details before registration. So two cases. I'll give the bank details now, I'll get the certificate. Story gets closed. I'll not give the details now, I'll get the certificate. My duty is to provide within 45 days. If I provide, well and good. Don't provide, registration what I got will be cancelled. So now I have an option to give the details before registration or after registration. Before diya to no problem. After diya to within 45 days of registration I should give the details of the bank account to the government online. This is. Go through first. You want to read. चुपचाप copy करके you want to read, you can read. Copy please. Please copy. Please copy it properly. ठीक है, प्लीज कॉपी करो और अच्छे से. 1 minute more. I already kept it ready so that my time, your time does not get wasted if me write, and you can directly focus directly on the amendments. Now after registration within 45, after 45 नहीं. Done. ठीक. These are the last two. 11th one you copy as it is. 11th one is an example. I'll explain. अभी नहीं समझा सकता हूँ, पहले 10th one explain करने दो. If my registry RC बोलते registration certificate, when registration certificate is suspended by government, I violated the provisions. They took back my registration, suspended for few months. They said, like you seen in movies, the police officer is suspended for 6 months, but they cannot do the duty for 6 months. A student is suspended from the school or college, he cannot come to school or college. Similarly, your registration is suspended by government. During that period, you cannot collect tax from the customer. You cannot issue tax invoice. You cannot collect tax from the customer. The supplier cannot issue tax invoice, cannot add GST in the bill. बोलतो cannot collect tax from the customer. Cannot collect the tax from the customer during the period of suspension. This is very simple. Or whenever registration is suspended, I cannot give the bill, I cannot add GST in the bill, I cannot collect the tax also from the customer. But obvious. 11. Important with an example I'll explain. पहले सुन लिख लो. Availment of ITC, 2 trees. Invoices are uploaded by supplier. Full ITC can be claimed. Not. Invoices are not uploaded by supplier. Copy करना as it is. But you will write the word not here. बोलतो whatever is strike off, don't copy that. So don't copy this. Don't copy this. With an example I'll explain. Don't copy this also. Invoices are not uploaded by supplier. 20% of eligible ITC of invoice uploaded by supplier, or actual eligible ITC of invoice is not uploaded, whichever is lower. ये कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आया. I know that. You copy this as it is. With example I'll explain this. This is important amendment. चलो पहले copy कर लो, then cover. This is the last amendment also. Okay. मैं ये समझा देता हूँ सर. Don't worry. Just copy करो पहले. 10th 11 copy करो. चलो. I'll explain 11th properly then. ठीक है, लिख लिए, ये लिख लिए. नाउ लिसन, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन द 11th पॉइंट प्रॉपरली नाउ. चुपचाप सुनते जाओ. एग्जाम्पल, X sold to Y, invoice 1, name of the invoice, invoice 1, 100 plus 12, 112. Sorry, X sold to Y once again, 200 plus 24, 224. This is invoice 2. Clear? Two invoices we have, X sold to Y, 100 plus 12, X sold to Y again, invoice 2. First point, input tax credit eligible via Mr. Y here. In this given example, via Mr. Y. How much tax I paid on my purchases? 12 plus 24, 36. Am I clear? 12 I paid in first invoice, 24 I paid on second invoice, eligible is 36. Case 1. X uploads both the invoices in website. X should upload the invoices. You will understand in articles also. X uploads both the invoices in the website. Also, he will inform to government that I sold to Y 100 plus 12. He will inform to government he sold to Y 20 plus 24. That's called upload invoice in the website. Both the invoices. Then Mr. Y can claim input tax of 36. When can I claim? I am Mr. Y. When can I claim the 36 credit? When Mr. X uploaded the invoices in the website. Case 2. X uploads only invoice 1. Only invoice 1. And I am Mr. Y. Invoice 1, invoice 2. Uploaded by X. Yes, he uploaded. No, he did not upload. Input tax avail. How much credit I can take now? Because the chiller fellow Mr. X uploaded one invoice, did not upload the second invoice. His job was to upload both the invoice, but he forgot, whatever might be the reason. Did he upload the first invoice? Yes. I'll get the entire 12 rupees. I can avail 12 rupees. Clear? Did he upload the second invoice? No. Now come to here. Invoices are not uploaded. 20% of eligible ITC of invoices uploaded. Which invoice did he upload? First invoice. उसका ITC कितना है? 12 rupees. उसका 20% I'll get. Once again, let us read. 20% of eligible ITC of invoices uploaded by the supplier. Supplier is Mr. X. X is supplier here, and we are the SSC. We are Mr. Y. We are Mr. Y. 20% of the eligible ITC of the invoice uploaded by supplier. X uploaded invoice 1, उसका tax is 12, उसका 20%. Or actual eligible ITC of invoices not uploaded. Which invoice he did not upload? Second one. उसका tax कितना था? 24. Whichever is lower, it is 2.4. It is 2.4. 20% of the invoice which was uploaded. 20% of invoice 1 tax, 12 rupees. Or tax of that invoice which was not uploaded, second 24, which is lower 24. So total gives you 14.4. So government says, Mr. Y, I'm sorry, even though you paid 36, we will give you 14.4 only as the credit because X made the mistake. Y says, what should I do? I did not make mistake, X did. So government says, we are not bothered. Who told you to buy from a chiller fellow who will make mistakes? So if X makes mistakes and forgets to upload the invoices, Y will suffer. Invoices are uploaded, both the invoice uploaded, full ITC can be claimed. X upload both the invoice, Y can claim input tax rate of 36. Case 2, X uploads only invoice 1. Invoice 1 ka full amount you will get. Invoice 2 ka you will get 20% of the tax of the first invoice because that invoice was uploaded, 12, or tax of that invoice which was not uploaded, 24, whichever is lower, 2.4. 12 plus 2.4, 14. Even though he paid 36 as tax, he will get the credit of only 14.4. This I am not telling, government is telling me this. Copy this. ऐसा समझे तो समझ में आ जाएगा आपको. Once you copy this, you read this, you will understand that. चलो copy करो. Heading should be invoice 1, first one, second one invoice 2. Invoice 1, ये वाला invoice 1 है. This is invoice 2. This is 14.4 is called ITC which can be availed by Y. (14.4) is called ITC which can be availed by Y. Even though he paid 36 as tax, he will get the credit of only 14.4 because X made the mistake of not uploading the second invoice in the common portal. Government says when we don't have the information from X, why should I give the credit? ठीक, चल. Requesting you to watch this video once again if you want for a quick revision. Ensure that you watch this video when you do the last revision and also one day before examination if you want. But very important, पक्का इसमें से 2 to 3 amendments he will ask for 6 to 8 marks or 10 marks also. Please ensure that you can watch this video 2 or 3 times. No issues. I will not delete from the YouTube at least till your November 2020 examinations. Maybe I will not delete later on also. But very important amendments for November 2020 and thereafter examinations, very important. Okay, wish you all the best for examinations. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. You can pause the video and continue copying. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.